How's it going, everybody? My name is Torisaurus, and welcome to my 5th vlog, which officially means I've been here a little over a month now, which is crazy to think about. It's kind of like, I don't know, my life is on hiatus, and this is the filler season. I don't know, it's bizarre. It's weird to think that I've been out of the country for a month. This week was a week in struggles for motivation for me. I had a presentation and a paper to work on. Monday was kind of a lazy day, even though it shouldn't have been. I didn't have my citations class in the afternoon, and I started a little bit on the presentation I was supposed to be doing, but didn't really buckle down to work on it until Tuesday, and I spent the entire day working on it so I could present on Wednesday, which I ended up being the last presenter, and so my presentation essentially got cut in half, which it happens, and I wasn't mad or anything because we didn't get graded on them, but it was still kind of irritating because I didn't get the same feedback that everybody else did. So it was just kind of like, it was the presentation in part why my previous vlog ended up being posted late, because I put homework before YouTube. Sorry, but it's slightly more impactful for me right now. My week was pretty uneventful as far as trying to report for the vlog, because it was either class, avoiding homework, or watching YouTube. I did start watching Tokyo Ghoul, but I finished the first season in 2 days. So, I mean, not really too much happened until this weekend, which, pardon my language, but it was batshit because I'm stupid. Really, really stupid. Because I knew I had an essay. I knew I had to do it. I knew, it had to be 1,500 to 2,000 words. And there's a list of topics. I knew all of this. I knew it. But for some reason, I don't know if it's because I'm ADD. I don't know if it's because I lost this part of the genetic crapshoot. I don't know why. But for some reason, deadlines are never real to me until I have the pressure of I'm doing it last minute and it's worth a portion of my grade. And then it becomes very real, and then I laser focus and get it done, which at least I get it done. Still really stressful when I go through that kind of thing. And for those of you who don't experience that, you might be thinking, well, yes, you are stupid. Why don't you just plan better? But unless you go through it, it's really difficult to try and relate to, because it's kind of like you're aware of this thing and you know it has to be done, but the consequences aren't real until they're around the corner. And before I get in trouble from parents, the paper got done and it got turned in on time. I spent Friday taking notes, doing background reading for it, and Saturday taking notes and doing background reading for it. I wrote 85% of it, and then I got up Monday morning and finished it and turned it in by the deadline later, which was at 5 on Monday. So, which I know what you're thinking, why are you talking about Monday? Because this is not Sunday. It's Tuesday. I'm gonna record and post on the same day today, because that paper really screwed up my schedule of what I wanted to do. The paper itself wasn't a mess, but I was a mess trying to get it done, and it was not a fun time. Just don't be dumb. Do your homework, or do the thing that has a deadline. For those of you that also watch my Let's Plays, keep an eye out for an announcement, an update I'm going to be posting after this to explain why I'm having issues getting them posted and recorded and stuff like that. So if you also watch those, just keep a lookout for that. Since my entire week was essentially just homework, I thought I would go ahead and tell you about my Monday, which was kind of interesting. On my way to class on Monday, I got stopped by somebody who didn't go to school here. She was interviewing for an international relations. I think it must have been to get into a graduate program or to get into the school for it, and not a job or anything like that, because she seemed about my age and she didn't know where anything was, and so she was asking me where this building was, and I was like, well, it's on the way, you can just walk with me. And she had her phone, and it was like, oh, I can show you on a map I have where I need to go. I was like, yeah, that'd be very helpful. And when she swiped down to adjust her brightness, an email came up, and I saw that the name Victoria was on there. I was like, wait a minute, is your name Victoria? She's like, yeah. I was like, me too. So it's just kind of crazy. And so we chatted as I helped her find the building she needed to go to. It was really interesting because we were both Victorias, and she was very nice. I could tell she was super nervous for this interview that she seemed a little underprepared for, but I hope she got in, or whatever she was trying to get. I hope she did well. She seemed very sweet. So that was the most interesting part of my Monday, probably. Today, Monday, not this past Monday. Wait, no, today's Tuesday. Gosh, I'm so screwed up. Oh, I'm so fried from working on that paper. I can't even, I'm so sorry. This vlog is gonna suck. I'm sorry. If you're still with me and still watching this, thank you so much. Oh, a cool thing that happened on Sunday when I was finishing my paper, I took a break before I went to bed, got on Twitter, and saw that there was some small drama in the Game Grumps fandom kind of thing. It's a YouTube channel, and it's kind of like my Let's Play videos, except they're way more successful and funny than I am. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I might put a link to my favorite couple of videos below. But Susie is a member of the Game Grumps, and she is either loved by people or really hated by people just because she's married to one of the founding guys that created it, which is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous reason to not like somebody. But they do a thing called Table Flip. It's kind of like a Let's Play, but it's a tabletop board game that they do commentary, and it's filmed, whatever. And it was posted that there was going to be a new Table Flip on this website, but it was only available in the US. And apparently people have been sending Susie hate because they think she's the one who makes these decisions, and so she was trying to explain that they were stuck in a contract, blah blah. And I saw that, and I tweeted her saying, sorry to hear that you're getting all this crap from people. You're so sweet. I hope you don't let it get you down. And I know she saw it because she favorited it, and I was like, oh my god, it's the closest I'm gonna get to ever talking to a Game Grump person. It was really great. I mean, I felt bad that was the way we got into contact, but, it was cool that she saw it, and I hope it made her feel a little better if she was feeling down. I don't know. It was neat. Other interesting Twitter news, the guy that sang Chocolate Rain that went viral in like 2008 or something like that, he was on Tosh.0 for a web redemption. He followed me on Twitter. I don't know why, but Tay is following me on Twitter, so that was very interesting. Speaking of internet and YouTube type things, I had an interesting conversation online last night. I won't say who with for privacy reasons, but it had to do with bootlegging and copyright infringement, and I'm gonna take a small moment to get on a very tiny soapbox. It has come to my attention through that conversation that not a lot of people realize how damaging stealing content can be, and not just bootlegging, movies or music or anything like that. I mean content being stolen from creators on YouTube or Vine and those kinds of things as well. Any of those pages that don't give credit to the original content creators are really damaging the creators, and they can't come out with more videos that you could enjoy in the future. It's recently kind of blown up online because of various things. One of the first things I saw that really helped me understand the impact of this kind of problem was there was a blowout between SoFlo on Facebook, is one of those Facebook pages that just steals content and doesn't give credit to the original creator. And H3H3 Productions on YouTube called him out and pointed out all these things, and I can link the video. I also saw a video by the Nostalgia Critic that talked about what is fair use and the enormous problem that YouTube creators are having with other people claiming their content. And I don't just mean reposting. I mean, you can go on YouTube and file a report and claim somebody else's content and monetize it. You can literally steal money from them. And when the person who posted the video, when they try to fight it, even if they win, they can't get the money back. It's just this huge problem. And I've just recently kind of been enlightened about how big a deal it is and what it really means. And really, in the end, what it means is when this happens, the original content creators can't make anything new. Like, they can't make anything that you can go and enjoy anymore because they're not earning money. If they're making their living, or even if they don't make their living off of it, it's still their intellectual property. So they can't continue to make more content that people are going to enjoy if it's constantly getting monetized by companies. God forbid if their channel gets shut down, because that happens a lot too. And for me, it's really scary because usually it's small channels that get targeted. I have 10 subscribers who I adore and I am so grateful to have, but I am not in a position where I have a lot of weight. If somebody were to monetize or claim or strike one of my videos, I would be in trouble. And it's kind of scary that the system is set up on YouTube to where it's the claimant who has all the power, and anybody trying to defend against a claim on one of their videos, it's really set to make you fail. You have to have at least, a couple 100,000 followers to have any impact with YouTube, and there's probably no chance you'll get in contact with a person that works there. So it's just, I think, important to share, because if you're watching this, you probably watch other things that get posted. And if you watch any kind of video or any kind of original content made by somebody else that gets recorded and posted, whether it's an audio or a video format, it's going to affect things you like at one point in time or another. I think it's worth looking into. I can't explain it very well because I don't know the details super well, and I don't know fair use law very well, but I will put the links in the description, and I would strongly recommend that you all try to watch them and educate yourselves on the problem, because if things keep going the way they are with the way the system is set up, then videos and new content aren't going to be made anymore. Who's going to want to make videos when other people can make money off of your original idea? Who wants to put up with that? It's just frustrating to see it happen to other people, and I can't imagine what it would be like to go through it myself. It's gonna happen eventually. It happens to every channel, but I don't want it to. I want this issue to be fixed, and raising awareness is the best way to try and do that, because YouTube apparently doesn't have real people working there. I remember when I was trying to get this channel set up, that was my first major frustration. Was I was trying to get my real name off of my channel for privacy purposes and get it switched to Toriosaurus. I had no way to contact anybody. I tried going to the contact help support whatever link at the bottom of the website, and all it took me to were help videos and a tip forum. I was like, are you serious? There is no phone number, there is no email, there is zero way to contact a real person. So much to the point, I'm not sure any real people work there. It blows my mind. The best thing we can do is just try and inform each other, and I would say try and stop if you see it happen. But on Facebook, it's set up where if you try and claim something as copyright infringement, it has to be your original content to do it, and doing so on Facebook, they treat it like a real legal action instead of just a reporting system. So the best thing to do is just try and let people know what the issues are and what needs to change, and hopefully through that can go viral, and maybe the people in charge can do something. I don't know what to do to fix the problem, but it's a little frightening. So that's something I've been looking into and something I've learned this week, and I wanted to share. I will put the Nostalgia Critic link in the description below and in an annotation, and I will put the H3H3 video saga, because there are several of those videos, also in the description below and probably an annotation. The best thing you can arm yourself with is knowledge, and in this instance, I think it's an important thing to arm yourself with. Can't believe I almost forgot this. I was woken up this morning at 7 a.m. by a fire alarm, and it's not like a regular one at home. It was really loud and blaring because I've got the freaking speaker, whatever, for it in my room. There's one in every room. Didn't realize that. Probably should have, but I didn't. And being scared awake is the worst thing ever. It is terrible. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. I hated it. I had to rush, get pants on and clothes because it was cold outside. It was like 30 degrees or something like that. It was pretty miserable, and they did a roll call, and the fire alarm was actually 30 minutes before my alarm would have gone off to get to class, so I didn't have time to go back to sleep or anything like that. I was just miserable for the rest of the day, and I definitely fell asleep in history and kind of bit my tongue the whole time. So today was not a fun day. It was kind of miserable. Last couple things before I go. I took some pictures of some really pretty sunsets, and I want to say something so I can show those to you guys. And not just insert them randomly, because that just doesn't make sense. But they were really, really nice, and I'm really happy with how they turned out, considering it was just like my phone camera. Also, someone randomly lit off fireworks the other night. I think that was Saturday night, and I had a really nice view of them, and I got some videos. I will put that in the outro, so if you want to see those, you can stick around for that. Oh, last thing before I go. The 19th was my dad's birthday, so happy belated birthday. And if you haven't already told my dad, if you know him, happy birthday, go ahead and do that. Why would you wait? If you don't know my dad, you can tell him happy birthday in the comments below. I'll show it to him later. That's it for this vlog. I'm sure editing is going to be real fun with this one, because it's either way it's cut, it's not going to make much sense, so I'm really sorry for that. But if you finish it to the end, you're a real champ, and I appreciate you. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button or send it to a friend. If you haven't subscribed, maybe consider doing so. I would appreciate that. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.